The casual, usual wake up in a standard blockage of the parasitic, satanic globe Earth model that doesn't exist. Uh, as usual, I show uh, the the globe Earth they want you to believe to death. Okay, this is programming. Okay, well, someone has to go in and correct this error. It's an error, parasitic error. You do not live on a spinning Earth ball swirling to endless space. Okay, yeah, you have to crisscross that. That's just imaginary. Only on the internet programming, and this is not for educational purposes. This is error. This is fake. This is fraud. This is satanic. That doesn't exist. Only on the internet, on CGI imagery and AI pictures. That's computer. Okay, that doesn't exist. Meanwhile, this is where you live, in the center of the universe, surrounded by 178 worlds under the Great Dome. This is the Great Dome, okay? Okay? And you're in the center of the universe. You have, this is how it looks. There are three ice walls. You see America, Atlantic Ocean, um, and the outside, the Antarctica. If you sail down south, you will end up in Antarctica. Okay, it's not what they tell you in schools in the history books. It's flat surface, 3D plane. Okay, so this you have to forget and crisscross and kick your teacher in the butt and say you're satanic, you're a liar, scumbag, you need to go to prison, and so on and so forth. Okay, and that he needs to or she needs to check out the book called Terra Infinita trilogy book. Okay, this is how it looks. Okay, surrounded by three ice walls, and if you go down further south, you will end up on the real Mars. Mars, it's not up in up fake made up space, somewhere up there. It's on plane level somewhere. You sail down south, and you will end up through a portal. And it's called William Morris Strait. It's a strait. It's a portal. Uh, 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 Sail through. I also have I can't really see. It's too small. It's a Hurrier portal. The Hurink portal. They call it portals. You know. You can also fly, but uh, yeah, Uh, you also have this down south. You have the ancient lands of Anak. This is very interesting stuff. And the last time I brought up the game that the custodians created over all living beings actually, called the Fourth Night. Okay, they have been using it against humanity and the beasts they call giants, biological entities that they used in these games. That's where this game come from. Fortnite. They're filthy games, and they are the watchers. They send out these boxes filled with weapons, grenades and goggles, night vision. That's where it comes from. Uh, I want to I want you to crisscross this satanic, in imaginary earth power that doesn't exist. Okay, when you really live this here, in this, here you are, here are you in the center. Okay, in the center, and you're surrounded by 178 worlds that circle environments. By the way, there's no planets. Planets doesn't exist. Okay, many of you will have an awakener, but this is the truth. You should, if you doubt me, you should look into who runs the world. Who are they? You will come to, well, it's the bankers, the Rothschild, Rockefeller, and that. But who created those? Who created them? Well, that's the Anunnaki. Anunnaki and the custodians. Anunnaki were building all these pyramids that control your environment, and in these environments, they control the weather, the ground, the vibrations, and they are resetting every circle environment by these pyramids. That's what they are for, actually. But your scientist will never tell you the truth, never, because they are not your scientists; they are their scientists. They are liars, paid liars. This you need to understand. This is very important. And you need to read about this book. You need to look up this book. In the book, it's your history that they're trying to hide from you. Where you are, where you come from, what you are, and why they are hiding your history from you. Why you are so special. 7 minutes. I'm ending up 15 minutes. I don't want it to be much, disturbing or annoying. Just you need to 15 minutes and that's it. Because you need to know who you are and that you have powers. And that you need to find your power. I believe that you have all the powers, okay, but you need to first understand it. And they also need to stop poisoning your environment, your air, your food system, your water. And then you need to understand a couple of things. I'm working on it. But this world in the center of the universe, the known lands, okay? It's not Earth. It's not a ball. It's not a planet. We all need to understand what's going on. And these parasitic colonizing races, there are two of them. They have all the technology. They're feeding you with oil, okay, and shit. When you can have these free energy devices and hovering technology, which they use all the time, okay, they can just rise up and go, get out of here. As far as you don't know, it will be fine. You are not allowed to wake up and get aware, because awareness is the key. You see, that's what it's all about. You have to understand this and jailbreak your mind, and the rest will follow, as this one thing song lyrics goes, because that's how it goes. You have to understand this and who you are. You're stuck in this body of flesh and bones. This is very important. Your soul, it's about your soul. You are a light being. Energy, you are energy. Battery, you are a battery. But you need to understand this. You need to want to know, to then know. You need to vibrate higher, and don't give a fuck what others say and believe about you or anything else. You are important, nobody else. You're that strong. You have that you're filled with energy. That's why you feel this weird sometimes. You don't fit in, and that's the truth. You're meant for something else. You're meant for some much more. Because you don't know who you are, and your books are lying to you. And who wrote the books? Rockefeller Foundation, Rothschild. And who are they? Who are they working for? Who wrote the books? You know, that's where the problem is. You're reading lies by design. You're living a lie by design. You need to liberate yourself. This is very important as a human being, and this is not for educational purposes. Every school teaches you this. This is a lie. Satanic. This doesn't exist. Okay? You live here. Here. Europe, America, Europe, Atlantic Ocean, and so on and so forth. If you pass the first dome, as in the picture, you will end up finding Anakim Islands, I guess, and ski guy lands. They are giants, like human giants. And Anakim, that's a larger being, giant. But they don't want you to know. And if you go further south, you end up in Mars. Okay, the real Mars, where there's a human colony that's been attacked by the alien race. This is nothing to be afraid of. You need to know who they are, but what you are. Okay, you need to understand and accept the truth. This is the truth. Ball Earth is not the truth. And there are, of course, there's other beings, and these custodians, they are the Men in Black. They are the Men in Black, and Anunnaki, they are up to 4 meters in height, long. You know, half animal or half divine or something beings, and they have been in war against each other. And that's what they call the Great War between the Anunnaki and the custodians and the human beings, actually. Everything is explained in the book. I will just find the book, how it looks. I posted this before, you know. Just a second. Give me a moment. There you go. Just a second. I just took pictures of the book, inside the book, you know, because it's so important. It's so important. It will help you to liberate your mind, your soul. This is the book. The Great Navigator Who Crossed the Ice Walls. Okay, there are 3 ice walls. The second book, Terra Infinita. Extraterrestrial worlds and their inhabitants or something. The third book, Hidden Lands Beyond the Antarctica. Okay, this is so huge. Okay, you're being manipulated your entire life, and you've been living a lie. There's nothing inside. You can't go around believing you're on a spinning earth ball. That doesn't exist. Some people will go to death to try to convince you it's a ball. You live on Earth planet. That simply doesn't exist. 14 minutes. I'm trying to do my best, you know, to try to get you an interest in this, because you need to snap out of it, because this is huge. This is too huge, you know. And we all need to get in on this to crack the satanic, idiotic, fascist, killing, murdering system that banks have took over and enslaved your mind. Okay, and money system. Who do you think created money system? Was someone who say the Rothschild, the four brothers, Yes, but who put them there? Is the custodian Anunnaki colonizing satanic parasitic races. That's what it's all about. And they own and run the media. 15 minutes. It's enough. It's enough. Come on. You had enough. You had enough. This will be mind blowing for many, but you need to know the truth because you deserve the truth. You deserve the truth. Deserve the truth because you this is your place. And the known lands, not a planet. That's enough. Take care and bye bye.